How do we convert Pascal to Newton? What was our conversion? 28 gigapascal is equal to 28 times 10 to the 9 Newton per meter square. 28 times 10 to the 6 kilonewton per meter square. I'm going to use this one. 28 e to the 6. This is Poisson's ratio. This is thermal coefficient of thermal expansion of concrete. Why these are here? Because I click on this one, at property of material. This is for steel, this is for concrete. When you press on this one, at copy of material, its properties come here, and you can change the necessary things here. For example, you can convert this to an e to the 6. And this is coefficient Poisson's ratio. This is coefficient of thermal expansion. This is our material now. Or let's write C20. Okay. Now define frame sections. Okay. Add new property, concrete. We have beam. Okay. What is beam? Let's say beam. Our material is C20. What is that? It is given here. All beams. (25 by 50). All beams are 25 by 50. 0.5 depth, and this is 25. Material is C20. Okay, this is beam. What else we have? S1, 25, 35. We have two S1 actually. 25, 35, 2 S2 and 2 S3. Sorry. 2 S1, 2 S3. Therefore, S11 is 25, 40. A new property, rectangular S1 for story 1. What was that? 25, 40. And for S1, for example, T3 will be what? T3 will be 25, T2 will be 35. T3 will be 25, 0.25, 0.35. This is S1, 1. Material is C20. Okay. Now add copy of property. S1 for third story, S1, 3. This is, what was this? 25, 35, 25, 40. Oh. This will be.
Hocam bu böyle kalacak, diğerini modify yapıp 34
Yes,
yapmamız
yes.
lazım.
First story 25, 40. The second one will be 25, 35. This is 25, 30.
Hocam bu
4 S1 3'ü yapıyoruz.
This one is 3. 25, 35. S11 should be 25, 40. We did it wrong. 25, 35. 25, 35. This is not important actually. Now let's correct this one. This should be 25, 40, not 40. 25, 40. S11. Okay. It's not important. You can skip these things. Okay. You can later do these as well. Now what about S2, 40 by 40? S2. Now let's define S2. Define section properties, frame sections, add copy of property, 40 by 40. 40. And this will be S2. What about S3? We have again two S3. S31, 40 by 30. S31, 40 by 30. This is 40. T3 is 40. T2 is 30. copy of property. What about 3? 30 by 2. 30 by 30. This is S3, 3. Third and fourth. This is column section for third and fourth stories. Okay. What about S4, 40 by 45 by 45? And copy of property S4, 40 by 40. 0.4, 45? 45? Yes, yes, 45 and 40. Okay, these are not important. You can arrange them later. Okay, okay. Now all columns and beams are defined, and later we are going to need, or let's do it now. We are going to define an area cross section because we have slabs. What is slab? In Turkish, döşeme. For slabs, we have the thickness. For slab, we have thickness. What is thickness? 12 centimeters. To define a slab, we will choose this one, area sections. Okay. Areas are used for shear walls, perde, and slabs, döşeme. For slabs and shear walls, you have to select area sections. And it will be shell, a new section. Let's say slab. Slab. Section name slab. We are going to select thin shell. Okay. Thick shells, if your thickness is large, for example, for radial foundations, radial temeller, for radial foundations, you should select thick shell. For thick shells, shear deformations are also important. Therefore, our shell is only 12 centimeters, therefore we can select thin shell. Thin shell. Select thin shell. Material name is C20. Material angle is not important. And thicknesses. Both of them, write both of them 0.12, 12 centimeters. These are for shells and slabs. Okay? Okay. We defined our area also. Now let's assign these frames, beams and frames to the grid lines. Okay? What do you suggest? How can I, for example, S1, where is S1? This one is S1 and this one is S1. I can draw from here to here, but for drawing S3 or S4, it will be difficult, right? Which one I'm going to draw S4 to? From here to here probably, but for S2, you may get confused, okay? Therefore, it is always better to work on a plane. For example, select XZ plane, and then, now this is XZ plane. At Y equals 0, this plane will be XZ plane. I'm going to assign S1, S2, and S3 here. Now let's do that. Select XZ plane at Y equals 0. Now you can switch between different levels of Y here. This is at Y equals 7. This is at Y equals 0. Now this will be, this is XZ plane. This will be S1, S2, S3, right? Isn't it? S1, S2, S3. This is XZ plane. This is the plan view of XZ plane. Okay. I'm going to assign S11 here, S1 here, S2 here, S3. Now, beam, not beam, S11. This one will be S1. Okay. You can also follow here. You see, this is S11. Okay. And always go from bottom to top. Okay. Don't use the other direction. S11. Select S2, this is S2. Right click and select S31. Actually, we can go further here. This is S31, that should be also S31, right? And for S2, these all will be S2, right? For S31, S11, this will be S11. And actually, we were planning to replicate these, right? Okay. We were planning to replicate these, therefore, now let's get rid of this. Delete. S1, S2, S3. And draw beam. Beam here. We have beam here. These are beams. We can also click on sections. We can also see the sections. S11, S2, S31, beam, beam. Right?
En alttaki 4
Huh?
Hocam en alttaki yüksek değil.
Yes, the height will be, now this is the height is taken as 3 meters, but it should be 4 meters. After replicating this one, I'm going to extend these points 1 meter. I'm going to move these points. Now what else? Go to here, S2, S4, S2, to this plane, XZ plane, S2, S4, S2. XZ plane, Y equals 3.5. Now here S2, this one will be S2. This one also will be S2. What if,
S4 hocam.
not S4. S4 is in the middle. S2, S4, S2. This is XZ plane at Y equals 3.5. Okay, in the middle we have S4. Yes, S4 is in the middle. This one is S4. And at Y equals 7, we have S1, S2, S3 again. S1, S1.
Hocam S1 3 değil mi? Ha, yok, yeni çıkardım.
We are in the first level. S2, S2, and S3. Okay. And there are the beams. Beam. Okay. We forgot drawing beam here. Also, at Y equals 3.5, draw beams. Okay, now everything is okay. S1.
Hocam
This is Y equals 0, Y equals 0, 3.5, Y equals 7. Okay. Now, this is okay, but is this first level okay, first story okay?
Hocam slab'leri eklemek.
Yes, we have slabs. What else? What about this beam? Did we draw this beam? Now, see, we don't draw these beams, okay? We are going to draw them using which plane? Which plane?
X, Z. Y, Z hocam.
YZ, yes. We are going to draw these beams using YZ. 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 This is YZ. At YZ, X equals 0. YZ, X equals 0. Here, this one. But you see Y is in this direction. Okay. Y is in this direction.
Sağdan var.
Therefore, this one is S1, this one S2. Okay, this is X equals Y, but be careful, Y is here in this direction. And draw beams. Draw beam here. You see, you can also follow from here. And the other level, X equals 5 level. Now we are here, you see, we are in this plane. and y equals 10 draw beams. Okay, now we are done. Now we are going to draw areas. Let's draw areas. For areas, it is similar to drawing beams. We are going to select an area and it will assign the area. Okay? But to do this, you can choose either this three-dimensional, but this is always difficult to choose, to select the area. Therefore, we need to use XY plane. Now, this is XY plane. We are at level Z. Do we have a slab here at level Z? Do we have a slab here? Döşeme var mı? Z eşit 0'da döşeme var mı? Z eşit 0 şurası var. Z equals to 0 is here. We don't have a slab here. We don't have beams and slabs at this level.
Hocam görünmüyor ama olması lazım.
No, we don't have. Therefore, go to Z equals 3 plane. You see, at Z equals 3 plane, we have beams. We have just defined them. We can also define the beams from here, actually. I forgot to do that. Instead of XZ or YZ planes, we can select XY plane and draw all beams. Yani kirişleri bu düzlemde seçsek daha kolay olmuş. Hepsini yapar.
Yani evet.
Yani YZ'de instead of drawing in YZ or XZ planes, drawing the beams here and in XY plane would be easier. Anyway, now for drawing area, you need to select draw rectangular area, draw quick draw area. Okay. Now draw rectangular. Slab, we have slab. And you can select all these points. Okay, you can draw like this one, or you can select quick draw, and when it's CA and rectangular area, it just assign the slab here. For example, when I click on here, it just assign slab here. What the? Let's see the fill objects. Okay, now this is slab. And area labels, sections, area sections. You see, we have slab. Now click on here, I'm going to click on here, it will assign slab here. Click on here, it will assign slab, and click on here, it assigns slab here.
Can you repeat this again?
Huh?
Could you repeat this again?
Just select quick draw area and click on any rectangular between the grid. You can click on any rectangular area and you can assign slab. Now slab is assigned between these 4 beams. Or instead of this, you can draw rectangular area and click on like this one, for example. Okay. If you click on draw rectangular area, you will get something like this. Now, 3-dimensional. This is our view. Now, should I replicate now?